Welcome to the channel, I'm 3D Fish. Magikarp has spent its entire Pokémon career flopping around and using Splash, but today we're giving this little fish a new lease on life by turning it into a fully functional bubble gun. Stick around and you'll know exactly what to expect if you decide to print your own Magikarp Bubble Gun by Ren Studio, and whether it deserves a spot on your weekend project list. First, let's talk about the design. Ren Studio captured Magikarp's goofy expression, wide eyes and stiff dorsal and tail fins in proportions that match the game perfectly. The body cavity is sized precisely to fit the Bambu electric bubble maker kit, the same module found in many children's bubble toys. That means there's no need for soldering or custom wiring. A short silicone tube runs from the blower through the body to the bubble solution bottle, and the battery tray is hidden neatly inside the slid lock tail cap. Even the trigger is cleverly disguised as a pectoral fin, so until you pull it, the whole thing looks like a solid display model. That said, the instructions don't mention an important detail. You'll need a short piece of 3mm by 5mm silicone tubing. I'll explain where that comes in during assembly. The entire project takes about 1 day and 2 hours to print and use about 440 grams of material. It fits comfortably on any printer with at least a 180mm by 180mm bed, so an A1 Mini or nearly any modern desktop machine will work just fine. I sliced the parts in Bambu Studio using a 0.20mm layer height, 4 perimeters, and 15% gyroid infill. They are the default setting provided by Ren Studio. This setup balances detail and strength, with the total print time just under 11 hours. Supports are only needed for the 2 internal shell pieces, external head shell and parts of the fin. I left automatic supports on for everything, and they snapped off pretty easily without needing any sanding. For color, I went with the classic Magikarp palette: scarlet red body, lemon yellow fins, white eyes, charcoal pupils, and pink mouth. If you're feeling adventurous, you can swap the red for Silk Gold PLA to make a shiny Magikarp variant. Assembly follows the 10-step guide provided by Ren Studio, and it's very beginner-friendly. First, break off any remaining supports, then attach the red outer shells to the internal shell and secure them in place with the fin parts. Next, slide the wires and the silicone tube into the cavity along the internal shell. Be sure to push them all the way in. Once everything is seated properly, glue the trigger together and install it along with the switch as shown in the diagram. Press the 2 main body halves together and slide the front fish head piece into place to lock both sides. After that, install the mouse piece. Assemble the bubble solution bottle using the cap and rubber bits inside. This is the step where the instructions fall a bit short. They don't mention that you'll need an extra silicone tube. You'll need to measure the correct length based on the bottle's position. Cut the 3mm by 5mm silicone tube and connect it to the inside of the bottle cap. Add the rubber bits to prevent leaking while allowing air to flow in. After that, fill the bottle with bubble solution. Also take the silicone tube that comes with the bubble gun unit itself, measure it, and cut it to an appropriate length so it's not too long or kinked inside the body. Now, drop in and connect the rechargeable lithium battery. Before closing everything up, test the system to make sure it works. Check that the blower turns on and bubbles flow properly. Once it's working, take a little time to carefully push the wires and tubes into the back cavity, then slide on the tail cap until it locks securely. Finally, glue in the eyes, the whiskers, and the 2 side fins. And just like that, you've got yourself a Magikarp. The entire build takes about 25 to 30 minutes of hands-on time and doesn't require any screws or tools beyond a little glue. Now it's time to test it out. Just aim your Magikarp, squeeze the hidden trigger fin, and it'll spit a steady stream of bubbles several feet away. The bubble gun's range varies with the wind, but overall it's a great DIY option. The bubble unit primes quickly and has enough power to match most store-bought bubble toys. However, one downside is that the bubble solution runs out quickly, and refilling is inconvenient because you need to remove the back of the tail to access the bottle. Overall, Ren Studio's Magikarp Bubble Gun prints quickly, assembles easily, and delights both kids and adults. It also looks fantastic on a shelf when it's not in action. If you're looking for a quick and easy weekend project that doubles as a summer party prop, this model is a great choice. Are you going to print this? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.